So we've gone from this.
At last, the promise has been made.
To this.
Feeling that.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so.
Ooh. And I need to make a confession before I dive in to my thoughts of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Leading up to it, I said on social media I wasn't bothered. I was no longer interested. My hype had completely gone. It felt like one of those projects that was never going to arrive, having been announced at E3 2015 to 2020, just kind of sat there almost twiddling thumbs. So I was wrong. And I can admit when I'm wrong, so please feel free to shame me because I was so wrong. I never actually thought I'd be sitting here talking about my love for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I've never been a massive fan of the original. I know that could be shocking for some of you, but I could never really get into kind of turn-based JRPGs or Western RPGs for that matter. So when I went into this, I was incredibly skeptical. I knew little pockets of what it was about because I'd listened to a ton of podcasts and everybody was saying what a masterpiece it is, how fantastic the character scripting is, how fantastic the design of the game, Midgard, and how beautiful everything looks. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a go, okay? And I'm kind of gonna take you on a bit of a journey through this video. So I purchased the game and I purchased an external hard drive for my PlayStation 4 because I knew it was a 100 gig update. Popped it in, streamed it for the first time on Friday, and wow, immediately, even when the credits are like rolling in the beginning before you step off the train, or you leap off the train rather, you know you're in for an absolute belter of a ride because the sound design, you know, the transitions of even just the devs' names popping on the screen and just the freaking sharpness of the visuals. And I'm playing on a base PS4. So if it looks that good on a base PS4, I can't imagine what it's going to be like when I move that hard drive to that PS4 Pro behind the camera and play through it again on there. Now, I haven't completed it, okay? I'm actually 6 hours and 39 minutes in. All of it is on stream. I stream right here on YouTube. And I freaking adore the game. And I love the fact that for me, it's not turn-based, it's kind of action combat, you're straight in, it's seamless. And I said this on stream, kind of going from, you might kind of be walking around, say, the slums of Sector 7. I've spent a lot of time in the slums. And then you go into a battle. That transition from just kind of walking around to being in a battle, there's no lag. Like it just seems like such a fluid experience from start to 6 hours and 39 minutes in. And I know I have a ways to go yet because I'm looking at 40 plus hours. I am blown away at how wrong I was, and I'm so glad I gave this game a chance. And I was saying to myself, am I gonna like it if I wasn't like a huge advocate for the original? And my answer is simple, yes. So if you're one of those people watching this video and you didn't really like 7 on the PS1, or you liked it but you can kind of take it or leave it, I would suggest parking that experience and going to buy yourself a copy of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because it is a remake, it's not a remaster as we know. So it takes place within the timeline, the Final Fantasy timeline, but things are so different. And one of the things that's really taken me aback, there's this scene, and I'm not going to spoil it, but there's part of a chapter where you're on a motorbike. You're actually driving, and Tifa is on the back, and then you've got your Wedge and Biggs on the other bike right there. And then enemies are kind of coming in, you're in this tunnel, and then you kind of get to, I would say, a mini boss, Roach, and some of the cinematics in that cuts, like within the cutscenes and then back into the battle, then back into the cutscenes, it's just like so mind-blowingly fluid and cinematic, action-packed. I was gripped, like you know, I know as a streamer, like how into a game I am, because sometimes when I've been streaming, I've been completely forgetting in my mind that I'm on stream. Whereas 9 times out of 10, I know that there's chat right off there, and I know I'm streaming, and I know there's a light on me, but I was like, and I remember in that specific scene just kind of looking at the screen and being like, mate, this is like 10 out of 10 shit. This is going to be, in my opinion, game of the year. And yes, we have Cyberpunk to come, and yes, we have The Last of Us 2. But this for me is the full package. I haven't played a game as edge of your seat since I don't know when. And I just had to get on camera and I had to share my views, because a lot of people on stream were like, dude, I don't even like Final Fantasy, but I'm watching you stream, which I appreciate, by the way. And I was kind of interested, if you're not a Final Fantasy fan, like, what were your thoughts on the stream? Did you like the game? Did you like the character evolution? I just love it. So another thing that's always like twisted my mind with Final Fantasy games are the laborious menus, and not just with Final Fantasy games, but I found this a lot on, say, like the likes of Skyrim as well, where you go into your menu and then you go into a sub menu, and then there's 2 sub menus from there, and then there's another sub menu, you know, and all you want to do is level up your health. You want to spend some skill points. So that for me has always been really janky. Didn't find that, or haven't found that so far with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, you literally kind of press your options button, boom, you're straight in. You've got your materia, which you can attach to your weapons. I have loads of materia, actually. You've got your items, you've got your party. You can obviously kind of change different things around in your party. It's really easy. And I was like, thank God for that. Thank God they haven't overcomplicated it to the point where it becomes like a task. And sometimes I've always found, like, you can spend too much in JRPGs and RPGs. You can spend far too much time in inventory management, far too much time in the kind of like family tree of menus, and it like puts a halt on the game. Didn't find it with this. You know, before you go into a battle, you know, the characters seamlessly say, are you sure you're ready? Because there's a little vending machine over there if you need to go and stock up on your potions. So it gives you that time within the story to kind of just dive into your menu, spend a couple of minutes seamlessly going through, putting different material on your sword, on your bangle, whatever, maybe selling a couple of potions, buying some ether, need some ether, by the way, and kind of coming back into the story. So I thought that was a really kind of, again, very seamless, great transition there. And I was like, thank God. I was dreading the menu system, but it is A-OK. So how well does this fare as a nod to the original? Like I said, I wasn't a huge advocate. I liked it. But if I never played Final Fantasy on the PS1 again, it wouldn't bother me. But if I wasn't allowed to play Final Fantasy VII Remake again, I'd be devastated, because there's way more to see. I love the fact that there's this, like, when it automatically saves, the little icon in the automatic save thing is the old save icon from Final Fantasy VII on the PS1. So there's little kind of crossovers. And then I've noticed Barrett on one of the scenes, he hums the victory. It's like a victory. You know, there's little nods to the series anyway that I find kind of heartwarming. I find overwhelming, and I actually think now, like, I love Final Fantasy X, but I love this 10 times more than Final Fantasy X. So, and I haven't even played Final Fantasy X on PS4, because yes, it did get a remaster. So I need to purchase that, and I may stream that, but what an experience. So I've spoken from the heart in this video, and I hope that I have conveyed that. My love, my passion, my energy for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm looking forward to diving into it. I'm not getting like huge numbers on stream, but it doesn't bother me. Like, I just want to play that game, like, for me, and if I get, you know, people on that like it or don't like it, whatever. But, you know, also I'm going to kind of play this bit out. There's this little mini game, darts, and I'm going to roll the clip of me winning and me getting the high score after try after try after try. So I actually won. I did it. I'm not going to tell you how many darts I did it in, but I got my trophy from 7th Heaven, from the slums kind of inn. So make sure you do your darts. There's loads of different trophies to collect if you're a trophy hunter. This game is riddled with trophies, loads of stuff to kind of keep you back going through different playthroughs. I don't think I'll get a platinum. I don't think I want to 100% it. If I do, I think I'll know that at kind of hour 40 in which direction I want to go trophy wise. But I love it so much and it oozes charm and I can't wait. And if you are new here, subscribe. Make sure you ding dong your notification bell so when I do go live on a live stream, you can come in to the Final Fantasy VII streams and more and enjoy and just chat live with me. But for now, we're going to roll the darts clip. Have a beautiful day. Subscribe if you're kind enough. Hit the first link in the description to join. My name is Gemma. Take care. Enjoy the darts. See you soon. Different tiers available, that being the cheese tier. Love the cheese tier. Love me a bit of cheese. 4 new members tonight. Dude, I'm blown out the water, man. Trust. Shit, your girl's gonna get a 180. Oh! Itch. Get 1. Right, double top! Ah! Double top! Yes!